What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about a kind of teams you can use in the Wuthering cost in order to increase your damage. And in order to do that, this is a video designed for not free to play because I have a lot of exclusives on my heroes, but for low spenders. Maybe if you are able to get the heroes I'm going to show to you. Don't worry, there is not only heroes, legendary ones with a ton of exclusives on my team, so I'm going to show you different kind of stuff. And first of all, I would like to talk about my sanctuary. I lowered my sanctuary to 8,400. So normally if you are free to play, you are situated here if you began the game on the first year of global release. So let's have a look to the fight here. First of all, this is a bleed team, so you need to pick the bleed buff here, and you want to put your heroes. So you need to use Magicraid. She is really nice in order to increase your damage, and so this is time to try her. You want Seth. You can use Seth, you can use Lysander if you have Lysander, you can use Chardonnay. This is going to be great. So if you begin with that, you are going to have bleeds on the boss thanks to Nidrold, a bit of more bleeds thanks to Chardonnay. You are going to have the speed buff 40% thanks to the exclusive one on Chardonnay. Bleed increase 50% damage more on the boss thanks to the exclusive 3 of Chardonnay. He doesn't need exclusive 3 to put that. Excuse me, you don't need exclusive to put the deep bleed 2 on the boss. But with the exclusive 3, you are going to lower the attack of the boss by 40%. Then you are going to have Lysander dealing a crazy amount of damage, but he needs exclusive 3 in order to deal that amount of damage. Then you have Seth, and he's going to be nice to provide the Repel 2 on your heroes, to heal your heroes and provide the attack buff 40%. And Magicraid decreases the damage of the skill and basic attack of the boss by 40%. And she increases the dot damage of my team. So if you are using that, this is the kind of result you are gonna have, and this is pretty nice. 528 million damage with that. It's pretty interesting. You know what? I'm gonna save the team right here. I'm going to save the team here, and I want to talk about the rewards, because if you have a look here, the goal, if you want to be efficient, it is going to be to reach the 800 million, and you can easily do that with some specific units and without a big sanctuary. So if we have a look here, let's go back here. This is the first team I tried. If you can retry, it's going to do the same. If you don't have Lysander, if you have Grace, because you have the bleeders this weekend, if you have them, you can put her in here and retry. She's going to increase your bleed damage. You are going to have almost the same amount of damage. You can replace, let's try to replace Chardonnay and put, where is he, Lysander instead. And you have a bit less damage, just a bit less. If you put a full bleed team here, you are going to have more damage, even more damage. 530 million. So that team is hardly obtainable, right? You can use also Makin. He can be used, but the boss is going to increase a lot his effects resistance, and so Makin is going to struggle to put the bleeds on the boss. But still, damage are a bit less, but it's still interesting, right? If you don't have the full bleed team, you can go here, take productive toxicant, and you can put your Magicraid with your Nidrold or Lysander, and you want to put that hero Melia. She is really interesting in order to provide some HP burning to the boss. And Melia is in the chest of the hero of this month, so you can acquire her for free. And then you can put Seth, and you can choose another one. We are going to put Weasley. So the boss is going to have less resistance, less attack, so I'm going to be more tanky. I'm going to have a speed buff 20% on my heroes, and I'm going to be able to put my dots on the boss, and I'm going to have more attack thanks to that hero. So let's have a look. 400 million damage. It is pretty interesting still. No limited hero. I have one mythic. I have some DPS, one epic hero. It's pretty interesting if you want to increase your damage, right? Then probably if you don't have that guy, you can put an Eden instead. She's going to provide an attack buff to your heroes and increase your turn meter, and so you have a better result. 484 million damage. Using 2 epic heroes, I have Nidrold, Melia, and a mythic hero. 484 million damage with 8k points in the Sanctuary. This is pretty strong, right? If you are using that, if you are using this kind of team, then you have other choices for acquiring more points on the boss. It's gonna be hard maybe to get points with the direct damage, maybe with some poisons, or if you have more bleeders you can use that. You are gonna have more points. So if we have a look here, this is I took bleeders. Yeah, I took bleeders. We used the Nereid. You still have Catherine, right? So you are going to put Catherine. Let's imagine I use the Nidroll, so you have Lysander. If you have Lysander in your team, or you can replace Lysander by other heroes. If you have Andras, put Andras, but not on a bleed team though. You can use other heroes. You can put Makin inside. You can put Makin here. And let me check. If you still have Seth, you can use Seth here. It's gonna increase a lot the damage dealt by that guy. And I'm pretty sure that even with that, it's gonna work. And you can put a Nordak if you have Nordak, because normally you should have a Nordak today. So if you are using this kind of team, normally the damage should be interesting. 384, and you already have the 800 million damage with 2 teams only. Then if you have other heroes, you can use them and try to get a bit more damage, right? So that was all for that. If you are curious, you can have a look to the teams used by other players. Yeah, of course, this is Klee, but you can have a ton of damage if you have Anhijin here. With Nereid, she's going to increase a lot the damage you are going to do. So the combination of these heroes is great, but there is a Nicholas inside. But yeah, if you have full poison team, you can get a lot of damage with that. You have many ideas. If you need some help, ask me on Discord. I'm going to answer to you, and we are going to try to find something better for you. So that was all for the video. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.